Welcome to the Real Shit Real Estate Podcast. Here to provide you with real shit and valuable content to change your financial future and generations to come. Please welcome your host, Byron the Investor, real estate entrepreneur from Houston, Texas. Oneil J. Parker, real estate entrepreneur from Lafayette, Louisiana. Byron Sellers, one half of the mobile home elite investors, straight from the Shyt. Welcome to today's show.
Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again, state your name, been dope on flame, I just switched the lanes, damn he did it again, I just flipped the pain, stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of been dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body. Jump if you ask it. Don't gotta sell the most.
What up, family? Oh man, we about to turn up. That's what's going down. You feel me?
Yes, sir, man. Another week, we back, man. Hey, my catalog getting a little long, y'all.
I know. We get some good stuff in here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I think this one right here is special to me because right today we're going to be talking about how and when is it appropriate to quit your 9-to-5. So this one is real dear to me. I'm sure it's real dear to Oneil, and I'm definitely sure it's dear to Byron. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. So
I got a story for y'all.
Yes, indeed. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be sharing our perspective. Tell me this though, if you can do me a favor and just type in where you from, and go ahead and hit that like button. And show that like button some love and let us know where you coming from.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Now we can.
I want to make sure we good, baby. We want to make sure we good.
Oh yeah, we good, man.
I was on that road, man. I came in last minute.
Oh man, hey.
We know you're busy, man.
Yes, indeed. Was you doing a roofing job or something?
Nah, last minute Christmas shop.
Yeah.
It be like that.
Yes, indeed.
My first time going to the mall in like a minute.
Yeah.
Probably goddamn year.
Yeah. I don't do them all. I let my girl do all the Christmas shopping, man. I keep it simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? She do the Christmas shopping. You know what I mean? She
How
just
you
let
shop
me
for
know.
online?
She just let me know where to hit for. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it simple.
She buy her own gifts.
Well, nah. So now I buy her gifts as well, but she buy everybody gifts for everybody.
you.
The only one I buy is for her. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes she'll just let me know what she want, and we'll just do it like that. Keep it simple. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope. That's dope, man. Yeah, this year I mixed it online. I did some online shopping. And then one day I went to the mall. I tweaked and went on a Saturday. It was so packed. It was a line to get in the mall, so I left. And then I came back on a Tuesday. Tuesday I went in right at like probably like 10 a.m. and I was cool. I was in and out.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Can't beat that. The good thing is, man, I'm real excited, man, because I got a lot of nice
we about to get that game on here.
Yes, indeed.
You got some more sound effects?
Oh, man, I'm on my way.
You heard that ching ching?
Yeah.
Oh, he was getting on Clubhouse today. He added the sound effects on Clubhouse.
Oh man, I got man. It was lit. It was lit. You know. But yeah, so what we gonna do? Let's go ahead and kick it off. So we got Port Forest, Illinois. We got Oakland, California in the building. We got South Carolina. Yes, indeed. I'm loving it. So yeah.
Mexico.
Mate. So what we got going, Byron? You want to go ahead and kick it off, man, and we're gonna break this thing down. When to quit your 9 to 5.
I'm excited
Yes.
about this show, man.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man, I know. Yeah, I can't wait to dive in. So we gonna dive right into it. Everybody dropping a location. Appreciate everybody joining us. Listen, first and foremost, I gotta ask you guys. I'm gonna start with you, Oneil. What was your previous occupation?
My previous occupation, I was in the oil and gas and petrochemical industry. I did inspection. We did inspection on all the metal equipment that the processes went through. So like the oil, the chemicals, things like that. But I specifically did rope access inspection, which is, let's just say something 100 foot in the air. It doesn't make sense to build a scaffold. So we just, rig some ropes and get to it and climb to it. That's exactly what I did. Did that for 5 years, and I really enjoyed my job. So, as Byron, we was on Clubhouse earlier, he stated he enjoyed his job. I was the same way. Really enjoyed my job. I was just chilling, and then, I just felt like I told myself 3 months before I quit, if they ever tell me something stupid, I'm out this bitch. So I told myself stupid, and I'm out. So
You don't lie.
But
The man do not lie.
yeah.
At all.
So that's what I did, man. I did it. I did it's called NDT. It's called non-destructive testing in the oil and gas industry. That's what I did.
No doubt.
Nice, man. What about you, Byron?
Man, so my background is I was an ICU nurse. I worked in the nursing field, man, and I still work from time to time as an administrator. So I went from travel nursing, right, to, well, let me break it all the way down. So what I did was I ended up getting in trouble, right? I caught like a big drug case, right? It was a massive drug case. They was trying to hide your boy, man. They was trying to hide me for like, bro,
10,
90,
20?
yeah, bro. They was trying to hide me for 10 years to life, bro. So yeah, cause I got jammed up with like a half a bird, and real talk. So here's the deal. I ended up beating the case, right? I beat the case, but in the process of me going to take that case, I ended up going into nursing school, right? And everybody was kind of telling me, you need to go to nursing school. You need to go to nursing school because you just need to go. It's some good money. At that time, and there was a shortage at that time. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I went. The judge, she really appreciated that effort, at that time, because I was still kind of fighting the case. I wasn't in the nursing program, but I was like in that preliminary nursing program. So kept going, man, and I kept fighting that case, man, beat the case, got out, got my job in the nursing, man, and I went crazy with it. So the first couple of years, I just paid my dues just like any other nurse. And then soon as I could, man, and I mean, literally, I don't even think I waited 2 years. I waited less than 2 years to take on my first travel contract. Bruh, when I got a taste of that travel contract money, it was a wrap, bruh. Like, I literally was working nonstop. I was living on maybe about 30% of my income, bro. I was saving, like, literally everything. So for me, man, it was like my job was kind of like my first investor. You feel me? Because I saved up all my money, and eventually, I didn't need it no more because I was able to invest that money into my real estate investment career, and the rest was just history. You know what I mean?
So you was going to school while you was in jail, or everything was?
Yes, I was going to school. So I was going to school while I was out on bond. So I paid to get out on bond. Like I probably stayed maybe like a week or so in jail, and then I got out on bond. You know what I mean? And trust me, I went through maybe about 2-3 lawyers, man. Maybe more than that, because I paid for the guy that I got locked up with. I paid for his lawyer too. You feel me? And that was a crazy story, bro. So yeah, we ain't getting to that. So I paid for his lawyer because the reason why is because he really got it was really on him. You get what I'm saying? But because I was there and the way the circumstances were set up, they took me too. You feel me? So I was just like, you know, at the end of the day, I knew I had a future. I knew I wanted to do something bigger with my life. So I went ahead and just risked it all on lawyer fees. And man, I probably paid, I don't know how many lawyers, fired a couple lawyers. He fired a couple of the lawyers that I paid for. Like, my money was nothing. You get what I'm saying? And honestly, I probably would have paid another, man, whatever it would have took to get that off of my record. Because they just kept trying to get me to, like, plea and you know, and take the they was trying to get me to plea and take probation. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that, man. I ain't having no criminal record because I knew what that would do for my future. So I just kept fighting it and fighting it and fighting it until I beat it.
How long it took you to beat?
Man, that shit took like almost 2-3 years, bro. Yeah, it was a minute. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is, man. We take losses, but you know, we had to keep fighting.
I bet you learned a lot from that situation.
Oh, bro, I learned a lot, man. That's the reason why my mindset was so determined at that time, bro. Like, I was just like, I'm not spending no money, man. I'm saving everything. I'm finna run up a fucking bag. And that was my mentality. Like, once I experienced that, you know what I mean? It just changed me, bro. Like, when you experience that kind of like trauma, bro, you change. It changes you. I always was a hustler. You feel me? But when that happened, bro, it really turned me on overdrive, bro. You know, and that's just facts.
Nah, that's 100, man. You know, I think, man, like, you know, that's just not only salute to you because, you know, like you said, you always knew there was something else on the other side. That, you know, you had a bad moment and that moment kind of lingered, but you kept fighting. You know, you didn't give up and you invested in yourself. Like that's the one thing most people don't know. Most people in the streets think this is my option and I'm gonna go, you know, sit down for a while and I'll be back, and not knowing, you know what I'm saying, what comes with that. Right? You said that criminal record, not, you know, your only options really is make good money is if you're in the trucking industry, really. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a few jobs that really go, you know what I'm saying, unless you can get, you know, with a construction crew that's just gonna pay you good, but it's not too many options once you have that criminal record. And you know what I'm saying, salute to you for fighting that, man.
No doubt, no doubt. You know, and I'm glad too, you know, that you know, that's why I tell people, man, if you ever get jammed up for, you know, especially a drug charge or a non-violent, you know what I mean, offense, man, don't take no probation for that, man. You better fight that. Mm-hmm. It's worth it, bro. It was worth it. You know what I mean?
Facts, man. So, man, everybody, for me, my previous occupation, I had a few jobs. I tell you, like, if you first time on here, I've been fired from like 4 jobs. But I've been in the transportation industry. Oh my God! I was in the transportation industry for 10 years, and you know, I worked for one of the largest brokerages in the country. I had handled it's a form of transportation called intermodal, which when you see those containers, what they now make. Container homes, yeah. We move those containers, you know, all over the country. So I was in charge of the Southeast. So I had all those states. I had Chicago. I had dealt with some of our larger carriers. I got fired from that job because, again, I was always defiant. I didn't like people telling me what to do, and I'll give them a piece of my mind. Bounced around to another company, a smaller brokerage. Was with them probably for a year. Same thing. They were telling me that my breaks was too long, and I was like, kiss my ass. I'm still taking my break for an hour and 10 minutes. So I was fired from that job. Then I jumped to another company, and another company offered me more. So my last job, I was a transportation company, and I was a dispatcher. And that was throughout that process, man, like I never had a job that I liked. I liked the people. Right. I like the people, and the people kept me kind of upbeat and making friends and things like that. But I never liked what I do. Right. I always knew I had a higher purpose. And in my last job, I was able to kind of, when I got in a manager role, that was my first time to say, OK, let me manage people. Let me be able to let me try to like this. Right. And that right there, I was able to kind of just, man, you know, just see I could bring the good out of people, right? And that's when I really started diving into like entrepreneurship and everything. So I ended up getting fired from that job too, but that was my last step. That was my last step to say I ain't getting fired no more. I'm being my own boss.
So
go ahead.
No, keep going. I'm liking this.
So I know. So I'm gonna ask you. You know, for you, I think I know y'all answer, but for the people, did you kind of just take a leave of absence? Did you leave, or were you fired from your job?
So for me, basically, bro, I'm still working. I still work maybe at like three nights a month. So I only work maybe like 3 shifts a month. I love what I do. I work my ass off to get that nursing license, bro. So I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard for me to just say I'm done with it. You know what I mean? Because it was a lot of sweat equity went into making that happen. So for me, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna leave, bro. Like I'm literally until it get to the point to where I just cannot do it. Like it just don't make any sense for me.
Don't make sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Then I'm
3
not
nights
gonna
a
do
week.
it.
I mean, three
3
nights
nights
a month.
Yeah, but see the thing is,
That's gonna always make sense.
well, see, but and then the thing about it is, I work as an administrator, so I'm not on the floor or nothing like that. I'm not.
Probably don't do shit when you're there.
You funny. Actually, it's high stress.
Get that man fired, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's how it was at my job. We ain't do shit.
Well, my job is high stress. It is very high stress. It's not high stress in the sense of not high stress for me because I'm an entrepreneur. So I can take bullshit call after bullshit call and I can still be like, you feel me? Because I'm so used to dealing with bullshit. When you a problem solver at heart, like, and you work in like an administrative kind of role, like it's easy for you because you just don't take stuff personal. You don't get in your feels. You just take care of the business. You provide value, and that's it, bro. And I think that entrepreneurial kind of side of me is perfect for what I do there because I run a whole hospital, so I just be in there just like, delegating and elevating, and making sure everything go how it's supposed to go. You dig?
That's dope, bro. Because it's like you said, like you worked hard for that license, and that's different than versus just having a job to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and then, bro, say three days a month.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, you better retire. You better retire that boy.
Can you retire working 3 days a month?
Nah. I'm on a retire. The good thing is we just set up benefits for the wholesale company, so I'm on a benefits package with the wholesale company. So I'm gonna just pimp that till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean?
They got 401k and all that.
We will have that. We don't have that set up now. I got my own financials. So I never really, even when I was working, because I knew a little bit about how to make money move. Like I maxed out my 401k, of course. But beyond that, I had my own mutual funds, my own investment savings. I had all of that set up because I was saving a shit ton of money. You feel me? So I just kind of carried that over to what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? So, I'm good. I got good insurance. I got whole life. I set up a whole life insurance. I got a regular insurance. And if I died tomorrow, man, my mama probably throw a party, bro, before she cried.
Oh, man. You crazy, bro.
Big facts. I'm telling you, man. It'll be a party first, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, good.
She'll cry after the fact.
Same for me, though. Same for me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man.
My life insurance is up.
Hey.
Yeah, they getting a few M's. You know what I'm saying? I'm still adding to that boy.
Oh, Deidre say she a nurse manager too, so you know all about it. Deidre in the building, you know all about it. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
For my
Oneil,
job,
what about
man, what's the question again?
Did you leave or were you fired?
Nah. So I left. So I could break down the story. What happened?
Yeah, break that down.
So everybody know we had hurricanes in Louisiana. So it's Hurricane Laura, I believe. Laura came. The hurricane happened or whatever. So the next day after work, well, I think before the hurricane, I was off for like 2 weeks in a row. So, and then the hurricane came, and then they gave us off again. So they only a certain amount of people went to work, which was only 3 people. And those 3 people was the same level I was. So I went to work like 5 days after the hurricane, or 4 days. I think it was 4 days. So the only reason I went back to work is because the head supervisor told all his friends to come back, and they needed me because I was on the same level as the other people. So he had 5 friends to work, and it was the only black dude there was me. And then all that happened. So what we did was we would go to the shop every day, get our work truck or whatever, and go in the plant. So those days that I went back to work, I was rolling up to our shop. Nobody was going but me. So everybody was taking their work trucks home. So I called my supervisor and was like, what's going on? Everybody taking their truck home? He told me no. I was like, cool. I parked the truck. 2 days passed. I'm like, fuck that. I'm taking my shit home too. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell everybody else taking their truck home but me?
Yeah.
And then about three weeks passed. I think I took off again. I took off another week or something like that. And then he found out I took the truck home. And then I got back to work on a Monday or Tuesday. I was like, we need to talk to you or whatever. I was like, all right, what's up? I already knew what it was about. And then I was talking about I stole the truck. How the hell I stole the truck? I said, and they said it, man. If something would have happened and you took this vehicle, you'd have gotten in an accident, we wouldn't have covered you. I was like, y'all got insurance, bro. I'm not stupid. I got insurance too. Like, you stole the truck. I was like, nah, I didn't really steal the truck at all. So they tried to write me up for that. I was like, nah, I ain't signing shit. I just put in my 2 weeks. I'm out. And they're like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm good. I ain't signing that bullshit. I'm out of here. That was my last day of work, September 22nd.
Hey!
Yes, sir. And I got the whole thing recorded, bro.
Wow.
Oh, I was getting on their ass. And that little talk, oh, man, I was grilling their ass. Because, really, they had 6 people to work. Total, they had maybe 20, 3, 6, 9. So we had like 15 people that worked with us total. And they had 6 people to work. Now, they had 6 people to work for 3 weeks. So instead of rotating everybody, they had only 2 crews working, which was 6 people. So they had 9 people at home, sitting home, not getting no check. Like, man, that's not how you do that shit. You got to rotate people out. Y'all being, like, ignorant.
Yeah.
Got too much favoritism. I said, I'm out this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, they had people complaining, they got to pay their bills, bro. They had their friends working for 3 weeks straight, bro.
Wow.
Getting overtime. Nigga, get overtime, like 12-hour shifts.
And people wasn't getting their hours?
No. Like, why y'all not rotating people, man? That's not how you do that shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Look,
Yeah,
they was working 12-hour shifts for 13 days because you can't work 14 days straight.
Oh, my God.
12-hour shifts for 13 days straight. And they had people at home not getting a check.
Wow.
Like, man, I was getting on the ass about that shit, boy.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm out of here. Fuck y'all.
Hey, now they follow you on Instagram. Like, that boy Oneil.
And they said, man, I know you're gonna do well. You got a lot of shit going on, man. I know you're gonna do well. Call us if you need anything. I said, I promise I will not be calling you up.
Straight up.
Man.
But let's get to it, man. I just want to take some time though for number one. We got a big giveaway that's going down next week.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about it. So we got a massive giveaway next week. We're gonna be giving away over $7,000 in cash and courses. Okay, so all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, right? And you gotta like the Instagram page and follow everybody that's on the Instagram page. Okay. And I think you're gonna have to send a question and a little bit about your business. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna be the first people to invest in your business for 2021.
Facts.
The key is you gotta send us a message on Instagram.
Gotta send us a message on the page.
Be like,
on
hey,
Real
what's
Shit.
up? But we want a question. Just ask us a question about anything.
And tell us a little bit about your business. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna give away money to invest in your company on next week. So that's gonna be amazing. I'm super excited about this because you know, me, I look at stuff like the wealth gap, you know what I mean? The generational situations that we've dealt with in Black America that I feel like has been unfair. So I be looking like, you know, anywhere I can give back to add to the entrepreneurial spirit and put that little boost in there, man, I'm all for it. So make sure that you don't miss this opportunity. This is no gimmick. We're not asking for nothing. It ain't no sales pitch. This ain't nothing but straight up, we making an investment. And I also want to give a big shout out. I want to give a big shout out, and he gonna probably be mad with me after I say this. You know what I'm saying? Because we was clowning about all of the jobs that the homie lost. You know what I'm saying? We was clowning about all of the adversity that the homie dealt with coming up. But guess who just hit that Millie status though? Ooh.
Oh! What a horn for that!
Yeah. Who just hit that Millie status, man?
Yeah.
Hey man, Byron, you gotta tell us about it, man.
I'm broke. So all my friends, I'm broke. If you watching it.
You gotta break that down.
You gotta break that down for us, man.
Right at the end of the year, that's amazing, bro.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
Man. No, man. We you know, I think it's just being a blessing to educate people. You know, it's just been something where it's, the funny thing about it is for us, a lot of money comes from helping people in affordable housing, but being in the space to share with people, yeah, man, we've been super blessed, man. We hit an M, and man, that was just, I'm still surreal, right? Just to know that 3 years ago, my bank account was, man, $6. Car repo, just man. Hey, so it's a blessing, man. Seriously, it's a blessing to be a blessing. And next year, man, we want to make millionaires. That's the goal. We want to make more millionaires, and I think that what we doing with our giveaway is truly going to jumpstart somebody. You know what I'm saying? And definitely put them somewhere where at the end of 2021, going into 2022. I think we're gonna help somebody. Somebody after this giveaway is going to have a 6-figure business.
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
If you put in the work and you take action,
no doubt.
We give you all the tools, all the gems.
And y'all better come back on the show. Y'all better come back on the show and let us interview you after you hit that 6 figures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody put how to find us on Instagram. Our names is directly under our faces.
No. So we gonna do the real. They gotta follow the real shit.
Shit, real estate. Instagram.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man,
Oh,
Gabe,
yeah. Dope.
Appreciate
Appreciate that. Yeah. Let me see if I can put this on the. Yeah. So here it is, right here. It's real shit, real estate. Make sure that you. Yes, indeed. Make sure you follow the page and everybody that the page follows. Subscribe to the channel. And send a message to that page with a good question on how we can help you with your business, and tell us a little bit about your business, and that's all you got to do. And from there, I'm gonna get a couple of my other successful buddies, many of them millionaires, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna pick the best questions and the best businesses that they believe in, and they're gonna make the first investment in your business. And we're also gonna be giving away courses and all types of resources to help you jumpstart your business. Listen, this is major. You know what I mean? So make sure that you share it with everybody that you know that may be in the entrepreneurial space or trying to get into the entrepreneurial space. You never know the person you share. The person you share this opportunity with, right? May be that person that actually get success and put you on to the next idea. Because a lot of times it's the network that we create. It's the network that creates that environment of success that creates the net worth that you're looking for. So never get into never get into that stingy energy and let that stingy energy ruin your blessing. So no doubt.
Somebody asked a question. Where are we posting these questions? Send a DM to Real Shit Real Estate on Instagram. A direct message. You hit that little message box at the top. That's how you do it. Oh no.
Don't follow all them people. No. We gonna matter of fact, Brian, did you get a chance to delete all of the people on there?
No, I got you. I got you,
got it?
man. I'll go ahead and I'll clean it up, and it'll just be us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
So y'all want to follow Real Shit Real Estate page and us three right now. We will have more people later, but
it's only gonna be
after,
maybe.
yeah,
It ain't gonna be
maybe
that many.
10.
Maybe
Maybe
10
10.
people. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So
If
we
you
gonna
want to follow all 577, that's on you. But no pressure.
no pressure. Yeah.
I know Iron Scholar's like, man, come on, man.
No
Man.
doubt. What we got
Cool,
next?
man. So I appreciate the announcement, man. Appreciate the love, fellas. And I know we're gonna get back to the when to quit your 9 to 5. So I want to ask. I'm gonna start with you, Byron. How are you able to build your business while working?
Man, so
That's a great question.
yeah, so for me, man, it's like the good thing is I've always been somewhat of a serial entrepreneur. So I started reading a lot of books too, and I started getting into systems, right? And understanding the systems, putting people in place to help me scale, right? And once I did that, that was the game changer for me. So what I started to do was my first hire while I was working, right? I was working night shift, doing full time because I was working as a nurse, probably like your normal work hours is overtime as a nurse. So like if you work a normal the first 3 days,
12-5, bro.
yeah, exactly. So for us, that was like normal. And then so what I did was my first hire, because like I said, I had money, so because I was saving like everything. So I hired me a disposition manager, which he wasn't on payroll. I just paid him like 15% of any deal that he closed, right? So I'm still working. I'm working my ass off, right? So he get 15% of any deal. He was a realtor already making his own money, so it was like, that was easy for him.
Easy bag.
Exactly. So and then my first real official hire was a cold caller, right? That handled my incoming and outgoing calls. So hired that person. I was still working, but what I would do is I would have them set up my appointments for in the morning and evening. So when I would go to work, so when I get off work, I go tackle me a couple appointments, right? Right when I got off work. And then when I would go to sleep after the appointments, I wake up and knock out me some more appointments when I was on my way to work. You feel me? And I would go on my scrubs and everything. And that was a major connection for me because people appreciated the fact that I was just a regular person. And I wasn't trying to act all I wasn't trying to do all that. So yeah, so I just kept it real with them. Look, I'm a nurse, man. Me and my girl, we buy properties from time to time and fix them up, and we do what we do. And people appreciated it. They connected with my story, and I started doing more and more deals as a result of that. And then eventually, it just started to scale, and it just started to grow. Then I ended up partnering with House Buying Brian. And we began to scale up even more, start doing even more deals. You know what I mean? And then we was, by the grace of God, we hit our first 6-figure month in February, made like 127,000 in 1 month. And then, hit our first 6-figure week. We did like 167 in a week in July. You know what I'm saying? So
What a hornet.
yeah. Yes, indeed. So, and the crazy thing is, I still work from time to time. I don't think I'm letting my license go no time soon. I love what I do. Again, so at the end of the day, I'm just kind of like chilling. But that's how I did it. And I still consider myself like, an employee because I'm still on their payroll. You know what I mean? So, and we do crazy numbers. We got multiple businesses, and it all works. Who jamming?
That's your anthem.
Oh, that's my anthem?
That's your anthem right there.
Hold up, man.
Yeah, that's your anthem right there. Hustle. Y'all hear that, everybody?
Hustle, man.
That's I was just telling Byron before we jumped on, I said, man, everybody from Chicago that I meet, they say, man, listen, Houston, they hustle. They hustle is a little bit different. And, y'all built different when it comes to that hustling. And everybody on here, I want y'all to listen to what that man said, right? Not only he told you the story about, again, I was getting jammed up, 2 years invested in himself to beat the case, then went ahead and stayed tunnel vision, right, on getting his, you know what I'm saying? It's not a, what it's the license, getting your nursing's license, then even transition to real estate to build a business. I really want you to take a step back and say, okay, am I really putting my all into it? Okay. Because here's the thing, Byron made a choice, right? His first choice was, yeah, it was some street shit. And at the end of the day, he still had to do what he had to do. It was part of survival, right? But he knew the consequences when he was playing that game. Then he played the game, unfortunately got jammed up and realized that. So ask yourself, say, listen, what am I doing right now? I'm free because I'm on this live. So I'm free. I'm not fighting the case, right? I'm doing what I'm doing. How can I take this and get inspired by Byron, right? I want you to sometimes tell yourself, I'm going to do it the Byron way, right? Because Byron took a path. He believed in himself. He invested in himself. And he made no excuses. And I really want y'all to listen to that, because that's what you really should walk away with. And that's man, Byron, for real, that's powerful, bro.
Man, 100, man. I appreciate it. And you laid that out perfectly, man. I must say. No doubt.
Man. Oneil, what about you, bro? Man, Oneil, man, I can't wait till y'all listen. Y'all gotta hear how Oneil, how were you able to build your business while working? Y'all, hey, get y'all pen and pads ready, because this dude, man, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, Oneil.
Yeah, because Oneil, how old are you?
Just made 27, man.
Yeah. And when did you start when did you start your business?
23.
Wow. Yeah. Go and tell us the story, man. Break this down.
So, man, how it all started, I was 23. I just said this story on Clubhouse, but I was 23. I was like, man, I need to make some more money. At that time, I'm making $65,000 a year, net like 42, 43. So it's not that much money. And then I was just thinking to myself, I had one kid at the time. I was like, man, I need to make some more money. I wasn't broke or nothing, but like, that's just not enough, right?
Yeah.
So, got on YouTube, see some scammy stuff, flip a house, no cash, no credit. And then I got sucked into it. I was watching videos till 4 in the morning.
Like, I'm gonna be a scammer too.
Man, let me try this shit out. If this Poindexter can do it, I can do it. That's the type of guy I am. Yeah. If anybody can do something, I feel like I can do it. So, just got into it. I started educating myself, read my first book, ordered me a book because it was free. I'm very cheap. It said free, so I ordered it. And then I got to work, man. So I was reading a book from Phil Pustiowski, and then he started in real estate, broke as hell. He's living in a truck. He was homeless, eating some pork and beans, some cold pork and beans at that. That's thick.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. So I read his story, and I was like, man, I got to get it. So my transition was I started...
Bring that back. What was the name of that book?
It was How to Be a Real Estate Investor by Phil Pustiowski.
Yeah.
Just look him up on YouTube. He's a white guy, bald
he's
head,
true.
Very nerdy, nerdy, but he got the game.
Yeah.
He got the game. He always in front of whiteboard. So all that transitioned my mindset to like, man, I got to get it. So I had a job at the time. I was working from like, maybe, no lie, 12 to 14 hours a day, sometimes 15. So all within that time, I have a job. They have a lot of free time because I was working that long, but I wasn't working that long. I was maybe working 2 hours out of all that time. So I was like, all this extra time playing games on my phone, watching YouTube, I need to transition to educate myself and learning how to scale up, make more money. So all my free time, I started reading, let me see, this book right here. Y'all need to get that. It's free gems. Y'all need to get that. How to Be a Millionaire, right? Started getting that, and then I started getting it. So all my free time was education, podcasts, YouTube, reading books. And then how I actually built my business was I ordered some banner signs off of what was it? Amazon for $63, 50 signs, started writing "We Buy Houses" on it everywhere. So I would get off of work, maybe get home 6:30, and then I would stay putting out signs to because I was by myself, to 9, sometimes 12 at night, putting out signs. And then I'll get calls. While I was at work, I was getting calls. I didn't even have a computer at that time. I was straight cell phone, that's it. So I was using my company computer to start doing comps, doing research on houses and things like that. And I landed my first deal within 3 weeks. No, I closed my first deal within 3 weeks of starting. So actually how I built my business was all my free time at work turned into education time, turned into my own company time. So I was making phone calls, I was setting appointments, I was doing comps, I was doing it all while I was getting paid at a job, and I was making my own paper at the same time. So, and then I realized 4 months in the game, like, damn, people buying houses with no money, leveraging credit. I was like, what the fuck? And then I started buying houses. My fifth month in real estate, I started buying houses. I got my first run, and then my first year, I purchased 1.3 million in real estate, which is 13 units, all from leveraging my credit. And then how I was managing all this was appreciate that. And I was at 23, I had 1.3 million and 13 houses at 23, my first year of real estate. So all that free time turned into company time. Had to sacrifice a lot of family time. My girl hated it. She hates me right now sometimes. You know, I gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Family time had to be sacrificed. It was no more friends. It was no more hanging out. It was all company. So I got to work on myself, work on my own money, because you ain't paying my bills. So people got to realize that if you're trying to get out the job, you got to start leveraging all the time you have. You know, you have no more time for to hang out with the homies. You maybe talk to them for 5 minutes. Other than that, I ain't fucking with you. And then all the, you know, I started going to the RIA meetings, started meeting real big dogs. They would invite me to the RIA meeting after the RIA meeting. So that shit going to 12 in the morning. Then I got to wake up at 4:30 to go to work. So y'all got to realize I was sleeping for 3-4 hours. I was sacrificing sleep. I was sacrificing friendship time. I was sacrificing family time. That's how I elevated so fast within my first year. Everybody was wondering why, because I took this shit serious. I went from A to Z within fast. They got people that been in real estate for goddamn 10 years, got 3 units. Like, fuck.
For real.
So, you know, if you really want to do this, you got to start sacrificing and put the bullshit to the side. You know, I stopped buying clothes, shoes. I just started buying clothes and shoes like this year. And I've been doing this shit since 16.
Wow. See,
that's
different.
I was all in my shit. I was totally focused. And y'all gotta realize I was 23. Most people my age was going to the club, chasing women, smoking weed, and playing the PS3 or whatever it was out at the time. PS4. I had none of that shit. I ain't got no game system. Last time I had a game system, I was like 22, and I bought it to sell it. I was flipping it. So, you know, if you really want to get in this shit, you got to be all in, all 10 toes, not 9, not 2 big toes, all 10.
Wow, hey man,
I told y'all,
that's different.
I told y'all. Hey, all right, cool. Devore, I'm gonna answer your question real quick. What you want to do with something like that? A quick advice: go into one of those. Look for a Facebook group for cash buyers.
Let's read it real quick for our non-video people.
Okay. Byron, I'm trying to wholesale a mobile home park worth $750K to $1 million in Texas. How can I find a motivated buyer for this type of property? So you want to go where they are in. Right now. Huh? You say what? A motivated. Oh, yeah.
Motivated buyer. Yeah, that's just put buyer, a serious buyer.
Yeah, a serious buyer. That's what you're looking for, right? So again, it's a lot of Facebook groups, cash buyers, right? If you own Clubhouse, get on a stage where you hear people talking about real estate and tell them what you have. Right now, I think that's honestly one of your best bets. Tell them to reach out to you and say, hey, this is what I have. Make sure you know your number, right? Here's the thing. Mobile home parks are something, but you really want to sell it to somebody, who has a mobile home park already, or don't get me wrong, it may be somebody who's thirsty to get it right now and don't know what they're doing, and they still may take it off your hands. So that's my best advice to you real quick.
Or they could call you. I know you're looking for more parks.
I need numbers. You got to come correct. If it's your first one, I'll be real with you. If it's your first wholesale deal, I need you to know what you're doing. All right.
Yes, indeed.
It might be a sweet deal, man. You
Maybe
never
a
know.
sweet deal. You never know. You never know,
Hey,
man.
what part of Texas, man? I forgot I am coming to H-Town this week. So, man, we can talk before.
Matter of fact, matter of fact.
If it's 750, tell them how many pads is it in it and what's the rent looking like. You might have a little buy right here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Send me some numbers. But if they want 750 and it's only like 15 pads,
It better
I
have,
don't want it.
that shit better have more than 50. Like 750 for real.
Hey, in Texas though, man, they taxing, bro. The Texas, man.
Texas,
that
mobile homes crazy out there.
Man,
It
it
is.
be like two
All in the
million
South.
for like 50 units. Like, wow.
15?
50.
Like 1.5? Oh, 50.
50. It'd be like 2 million, bro. Texas, I don't know what's going on in Texas, bro, but they
Parks is crazy. People
50
take
pads.
pride in them parks.
750 is
send me a
good
DM.
for 50 pads, huh?
Huh? Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's good.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's 50
Right.
units.
right. So
Yeah.
So at the million price point is good between what 35 and up, right? 35 to 40, right? And up.
35 and up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet. She said she on Clubhouse. Perfect. Yeah, send me some details on that.
My
And
homie
I'll be
D
real
Rose.
brief
Yes,
on.
Start raising
Oh,
them hands
man.
in Clubhouse. You'll be shy on them, man.
Yeah, get on them stages, definitely. So I'm gonna be real brief on mine. As far as building a business, I didn't start building my mobile home business while I was working, but I built my marketing skills. Right, I put a lot of content out there. I was jumping outside my comfort zone. I had a YouTube channel. I was still trying to figure it out. I wanted to coach people, but now I'm blessed to coach people in a way of mindset and how to make money investing. So that went hand in hand. So, man, I did a lot, man. I did a lot of content. I recorded content while I was at work in my car, right? I was just putting myself out there. I edited videos. I started a podcast while I was working. So pretty much, how they would talk right now freely and not caring in front of a camera and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? It all started while I was at work. But I want to ask y'all this because I know we kind of coming up on time. Talk about,
Man, really?
yeah, man. We almost said we at 850, right? So I know y'all talked about the good thing about Oneil talked about mindset, right? He talked about the book. Byron talked about the traumatic thing that happened in his life, what kind of had him shift his focus. Talk about how y'all was able to tune out negative influences at work, who was kind of just like, man, yeah, that's cool and all, but they may have negative things to say when you was talking about, building your business.
Wow, that's great.
That's a good one.
Because people suffer with that shit.
Yeah.
On the daily.
Haters.
Yeah, man.
Who want to go first?
Go ahead, B. You're about to go. Go ahead.
So for me, man, I kind of got to a space, and I think it could have been like that traumatic experience to where I kind of started removing myself from a lot of negative energy. So to be honest with you, a lot of the people, even at my job, was kind of like either positive reinforcement or no reinforcement at all. So for me, it's like, now I'm in a space in my life, you know what I mean, where I'm not just here to kick it if you don't add no value and I don't add no value. I don't have no space in my life for those types of relationships. And a lot of it is because I'm on go at all times. So because of that, I really don't have time to entertain much of anything else. But on top of that, I think it's a lot of intentionality behind it that's not even, I wouldn't even consider it like I don't have an agenda behind it. It's just at the end of the day, like minds kind of congregate around like minds. So to be honest, man, I don't get a lot of negativity around even me at my job. You know what I mean? Because if I do, I probably just naturally just repel that shit. Just just real quick. You feel me? Just, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? So,
hey, you a fool with these sounds.
You need to make that a GIF.
Yeah.
Stay away from that bullshit.
Yeah. Just real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what about you, Oneil? How did you kind of tune that out?
I never really had negative energy because people fell off my energy. So if they see what the hell I'm doing or they say some negative shit, I put their ass on game real quick. Like, nigga, look how you living. You're 35, cuz. You have nothing. I don't want to live like you. I'm 23. Well, at the time, I got shit going on. I don't want to live like you. So look, I don't give a fuck what's coming out your mouth.
Oh my god!
And I start breaking shit down to them, and they feel uncomfortable. So
exactly.
Like, get away from me. I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah.
Like, you have no cash flow. You in debt. You got a job. You just got this job making $50 an hour, and you ain't buy a brand new vehicle, bro.
Man,
your payment is $600. Your mortgage is $900. Come on, man. And I start putting people. I started breaking shit down. They be like, they just leave. Like, I don't understand all that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I never.
Fella.
I don't really have negative energy around me because people all see what I got going on. So they be like, they really be coming scratching their head and like, what you doing? How you do that? You know?
Yeah.
It was always like that for me. And then you talking about the job when it comes to families, I don't really tell people what I'm doing in general. So people be like, what do you got going on? So everybody question what I'm doing because I don't tell people what I'm doing. So I never really had that negative feedback. But for the people that do get negative feedback, just put their ass on game. Like, I'm trying to live my life way higher.
And also, I don't mean to cut you off. Also recognize the energy. Also recognize the energy that you allow inside your circle. That's critical. Thanks. Because when you moving on a certain frequency, it's certain energies that you just will repel. And people that will try to introduce negativity into your life is like, you won't open up a space big enough for them to fit in. And so for me,
they feel uncomfortable.
They feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean? And I feel uncomfortable. So it's like, I'm just gonna keep moving in this different direction. You feel me? And that's it. You know what I mean? And that go for anybody. That's like family. That's, even when my girl get to tripping too much, you know what I'm saying? I just go downstairs and just, you know what I'm saying, and recoup, you know what I'm saying? And just distance. Because that you cannot. I just don't do the negative energy. I don't. I
can't stand it, dog. That's a turn off. It's draining. Like, you need to go over that.
I got a quick funny story, man. I remember, and they actually pulled me to the side to talk to me about this. But I was talking about real estate at work, and with another coworker, and I said something about a deal. And I was saying, I'm like, man, shoot, all I need is this amount of cash flow. And I'm out of here, right? And a manager heard that. He said, Byron, you really starting to talk like an entrepreneur now. What's up with that? And I'm like, man, shut the hell up.
What?
And sure enough, and I hate to say it, we used to kind of talk to him like that. But it kind of made it, I was like an instant because it was like, did you really tell me that I sound like an entrepreneur? And they pulled me to the side saying, you can't tell managers shut the hell up and stuff like that because that's not good,
Hey, Byron was a rebel, low key. He was a low key rebel.
Hey, because it's not good, and pretty much other people gonna take that on, and they know I might have been playing and things like that. And I'm like, cool, my bad for that, But it was almost so for me. I shifted when I was at work and just shifted. Only talked about mindset. I didn't talk about nothing else, money, because I'm like, they can't handle this, and I knew I was coming. I was shifting. I knew. That I was gonna leave soon, but they got me before I got them. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. But man, I mean, that's just. Oh yeah, man. I like that somebody said you got to surround yourself with people moving the same direction. So yeah, I had one coworker that I literally could talk to, and that was it. Like that was it. Nobody else understood, or they wanted to learn more. And I didn't like being the smartest person in the room. I never liked that, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if it's some mobile homes, I put the work in, and I'm I'm an advocate student in that, and that's why I love people who's been in the industry way longer than me, who can give me game. I could just be quiet, but when it comes to things like that, it was just like, that wasn't for me.
No doubt. I don't know what happened to Oneil. Oneil got summoned by by ghosts. Oh man. Well, where the homie at? I guess what we could do though while we wait is let's go ahead and make sure that we hitting that like button. Let's make sure that we hitting that like button. Let's hit that like button, and let's take some questions. Let's take a couple questions on if you are dealing with a situation where you in a 9-to-5, right? You in a 9-to-5, you either want to leave or you don't want to leave, or you want to figure out a way to leverage your 9-to-5. Let's talk about it. I want to get some questions and see if we can add some value to you on that particular subject. If you have a 9-to-5, let's talk about those stories and let's break that down.
Hey, cool. And then real quick, Devore, I seen you say it's only 15 homes, and they said the land is worth $750. We just got to pull the taxes on that. We got to see how much that it's assessed with the taxes. They say it's worth 107. I mean, they say it's worth 750, but yeah, we're gonna pull some numbers. We got to pull some numbers on that.
The numbers always make the difference. They always make the difference. You got to surround yourself.
50. That better be sitting on 50 acres.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got Oneil coming back. Is Oneil in the building? Let's see.
I'm back.
You back?
My computer shut down, man.
Oh man.
I don't know what the hell happened. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's just. It look cleaner though. It look cleaner now. I don't know what happened, man.
Hey,
you on your way?
Maybe it was good. It was for a reason.
Yes, indeed.
So I know we got the questions. We're waiting on some questions. So real quick, like what advice would y'all, while we waiting on questions, what advice would y'all give somebody who ready to quit today?
Ooh, that's good. So I would say, first, fix your mindset of not quitting today. You need to figure out how you can make your job an asset instead of a liability. So if you know you got that 2-week check coming in, you need to start decreasing your liabilities, decreasing your bills, and start increasing your effort to invest in yourself. Start getting education, start buying books, start doing podcasts, start actually going to well, they don't have seminars right now, but whenever seminars come back, start going to real meetings. Start buying ebooks, start investing into yourself, because if you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will. And also, if your credit sucks, start fixing your credit. We can help you with that. Little plug, boaenterprise.com. So you got to start investing into yourself if you're trying to leave your job. Fix your credit, get business credit, and start investing into income. Start investing into cash flow. Then you walk away whenever you want, because you don't need anybody.
I want to give a big shout out and a congratulations to Iron Scholars. They say
Iron Scholars.
I quit my job back in August and started an in-home tutorial, home tutoring company. And so I appreciate hearing the stories, no doubt. I appreciate hearing yours. That's inspiration. You dig? So I love it. But yeah, so as we close out, you know what I mean? Because it looks like we're almost at 9, you know what I mean? If it's any last minute things we want to go ahead and say, or any last minute gems we want to drop, let's go ahead and start dropping them gems, you know what I mean? Byron, you want to go ahead and kick us off with some you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. So man, listen, if you are feeling that, plan your exit. And a quick gem I do that is work backwards. So whatever your day is, let's say you say, yo, I want to quit, December of 2021. Then work backwards. What does that look like? What steps do you need? What are you going to be doing? How, like Oneil said, how much income will you need? And give yourself a blueprint. Then go get help, right? Go hire a coach, right? Whatever type of coach that's either in the field that you want to, even a mindset, right? You got to be willing to work on yourself, because here's the thing, this entrepreneur lifestyle is not for the weak-hearted, right? You're going to have a lot of L's, and you got to be willing to get punched in the mouth and roll and not give up.
No doubt. And Daystar got a question here. Oneil, you want to tackle that question?
Yes, so I own a few properties and getting ready to close on one on the first of the year, trying to replace my income. What is the best way to run for my business? So first thing is, if you're going to start buying properties, make sure you buy properties with equity. All right? Reason being, because if you buy properties with equity, it's going to set you up for the rest of your life. So you need to buy a property close to the 50 to 60%. Really, you want to be around 50 if you can. The reason why I say this, once you buy that property, you can get a line of credit on that 30% of that equity. So if you buy the property at $60,000, it's worth $100. You can get a $20,000 line of credit. That $20,000 line of credit, you can use that for your next property, or you can take the whole 20, drain the 20 on the line of credit, put it in a bank account for a few months, and then leverage that bank account to get more money. So you can we have a program called a real estate line of credit. You put the 20 in the bank account, let it sit for 60 days. You can get a 5 times that limit and use that as a line of credit to buy more real estate. So that's what I'll do.
Beautiful.
Gems.
And that was for free. Virgil said you must have at least 1 year in emergency funds. Pandemic shows us that we need to at least 1 year, if not 2. That's big facts. I had a lot of money saved up, Virgil, before I quit. And I still save. So, that's just a part of my nature. But now I save in the form of buying real estate. But yeah, that's
save
for
and
another story.
also try to increase your income.
Yes, indeed.
You can always increase your income.
No doubt.
That should be your number one goal, to increase your income.
No doubt. All right, Byron, you want to you want to take us out?
Yes, man. Thanks to everybody for coming on. Truly appreciate y'all, man. You see these brothers. Make sure y'all following at Byron the Investor. Follow at Oneil J Parker, and follow myself at Byron S Sellers. Truly appreciate y'all. Listen, this is Wednesday. I want y'all to enjoy your holidays. Spend time with your family if you can. Listen, we know the holidays, we're a little separated. Call them. Tell somebody you love them. Be grateful. Gratitude. This whole week, appreciate gratitude. And then tune in to Byron on Sunday for Gratitude Sundays.
Let's go.
Yes, indeed.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all come and join the free giveaway, man. It's over $7,000. It's free. All right. That's all you gotta do is follow all of us on our Instagram. Follow our real estate Instagram page.
Next week.
Enter is send us a message. All right. Send us a message. Anything about real estate, damn near personal life. Send us a message. That's how you enter. And also tag 3 people on our last picture or something like that. Share it. Everybody needs to know about this. What you got, B?
Hey, man, I just can't wait to give away this money next week, man. I'm excited about whoever I'm going to give this money to and bless. And I hope that, they be the next person to, to run up a bag, and we can bring them on the podcast and interview them about how much of a success they were able to make as a result of the investment that we made. That'll be the highlight. So,
Let's go.
No doubt. Hey, man,
And
thank y'all.
Hey, we love y'all. Merry Christmas to everybody. We're going to see y'all next week on the giveaway. Make sure y'all enter. Peace.
No doubt.